This isn't about strategy yet. It's about honesty. It's about honesty, you guys, brutal honesty with yourself. Because the reality of it is, you cannot scale something that no longer feels aligned. You can't. It's an impossibility for you to scale something that no longer feels aligned. Hey, welcome back to the Charyse Williams Show. You guys, what if the business that you built is the very thing that's holding you back? What if? Let me tell you something. It takes courage. It takes courage to outgrow a business that got you here to where you are and to allow yourself to evolve into something new. So, welcome back again to not just the Charyse Williams Show, but the Quantum Expansion series, where we blend strategy with self leadership to help you scale with clarity, with ease, and with identity congruence. Oh my gosh. So, today's episode is really for the practitioner, and I say practitioner, but even the holistic health coach, nurse coach, functional nutritionist, or even functional medicine practitioner, nurse practitioner, who feels like they're in a bit of a business identity crisis, shall we say. So you've built something, you launched it, it worked, it's still working. Or maybe it's not. So you might be in one of two camps. Either you built it, it's working, or you built it, it worked for a while, and now it's not quite working the way you envisioned. But either way, what's now happening is that it feels tight. It feels stale. It feels misaligned, like something is off. You want to grow, but you're not quite sure how. Like you're not quite sure what that next step is. And if you're really being honest with yourself, you might even feel a little guilty about wanting to even change what it is that you built because it's your baby. Like you built it from just an idea, nurtured it, it's thriving, it's doing its thing, or at least it was doing its thing, right? And so now you might be feeling again a little uneasiness, right? So let's really unpack this for a second. So there comes a point in time in every entrepreneur's journey where the very business model that helped them succeed becomes the thing that starts holding them back. I know, surprise. And you may have been feeling this, but you maybe not. Maybe you didn't have the words to really articulate it, or perhaps if you're kind of been building in solo or in a silo, you're like, why am I feeling like this? And let me just tell you, and let me just reassure you, it is part of the journey. And there's actually an excellent book out, that what got you here won't get you there. I don't remember the author of the book, but it's so true. What got you here won't get you there. And I don't care what type of industry you're in, what type of business you have. It is true. Why? Because you're always evolving. Things are always evolving, but most importantly, you are always evolving as a person. So maybe it was one-to-one coaching, right? Which is scalable to an extent, right? Maybe it was a high volume, low cost program that you had, right? Maybe it was a client heavy functional medicine practice, like in the clinic, right? So there could have been lots of different variations. I know a lot of you have IV hydration businesses, and maybe it was just the service of IV hydration and supplements, IV supplements, that type of thing, or injections. And that's what you wanted to build, and you built it, and it's thriving. But now you're just like, oh, this ain't it. Like something's off. I feel like I want more. So whatever it was, it worked. And again, it might still be working, but now you're evolved, which is beautiful. You've evolved, right? Your energy has shifted. Your vision has expanded. Yes. And suddenly the thing that once felt like purpose now kind of feels like pressure. Kind of feels like pressure, right? And so there may be some guilt, right? I had a conversation literally just a couple of days ago with one of my clients, and who's built a really beautiful business, thriving business. But it's no longer aligned with the vision that she has for her future. It doesn't bring her the level of peace anymore, the level of joy anymore. And she expressed, the feeling of feeling guilty. And I remember feeling the same thing when I was shifting my business. And so, first, let me just acknowledge you are not alone. Let's just start there. And two, it's part of the process. And I know I said that before, but it is. It's truly part of the process. But you might even feel guilty for one, wanting more, right? Wanting more ease, wanting more space, wanting more flow. Again, because what you grew and developed, again, you nurtured that baby, right? Now you're like, again, we're shifting. It's not feeling like it's going to move in the same direction, the direction that you're wanting to go, and that's okay. You might even have the thought of like, who am I to change? Who am I to change it? People count on me. People know me for this. This is what my brand is known for. This is what I've always been known for. Or you might have the thought, this worked. Like this totally worked and it's working, but why am I not 100% satisfied, right? Have you had those thoughts? Let me tell you something really weird, really, really real. Feeling guilty about your expansion is just a sign that you care deeply. That's all it is. It's a sign that you care deeply. It does not mean that you're wrong for desiring a new path. It doesn't. So if you're feeling any of those feelings of just like guilt or heaviness or guilt or whatever, release it and just know that this is part of your natural evolution. Yay. You don't have to burn it all down necessarily. Now, for some of you, you might need to burn it all down. I can't tell you how many of my colleagues, multiple 6-figure, 7-figure businesses that have burnt it all down because it had to be. But it doesn't. But here's the thing: it had to be for them, right? And everyone is different. Everyone is in a different situation. It does not have to be an all or nothing, right? So you might need to burn it all down, or you might not. You might need to just shift, perhaps. But you do need to honor that what got you here isn't meant to carry you forward, and come to a place of peace with that. Okay. So what's really happening here? What's really happening here, it's not a business model shift. It's not just a business model shift, right? It's not just a business model shift. More than that, it's an identity calibration. You hear me talk about that all the time. It's an identity calibration. You're no longer the version of you who built the one thing, the old thing, the current thing. I don't want to call it the old thing, but the current thing. You're no longer that version of you who built that. But the thing of it is, you also haven't fully embodied the new version of you who leads this new vision, right? It's that in between space. I like to call it the hallway of expansion. It's a bit uncomfortable. Yes, I will acknowledge that. It's uncomfortable. It's uncertain. Although it's uncomfortable, and although it is uncertain, it's also a very sacred place. It's a very sacred place to be, because this is where your next level business gets born. Yay! It gets born through courage, through clarity, and through self permission. Can you get excited about it? I don't know about you, but that makes me very, very, very excited. So here's your quantum expansion prompt for today. It's a couple of things. Actually, it's 3 things. First, I want you to ask yourself, and just get really, really honest here. I want you to ask yourself, what part of my current business model no longer feels energizing, no longer feels aligned? So what part of my current business model no longer feels energizing? Just be really brutally honest, because through the honesty is where the calibration begins to happen. Okay? So number 2, so just 3 questions. Number 2 is, what am I craving more of? Maybe it's more freedom. Maybe it's more spaciousness. Maybe it's more impact. Maybe it's more simplicity. Any of those, all of those, or something that I didn't mention. What is it that you're craving more of? And then number 3, and this is the big one. What version of you, or what version of me is what you're going to ask. What version of me do I need to become in order to build something that reflects that? And that is whatever you identified in number 2. Okay, so I'll repeat number 3. What version of me do I need to become in order to build something that reflects that peace, that spaciousness, that simplicity, whatever the case may be for you? Okay, this isn't about strategy yet. It's about honesty. It's about honesty, you guys, brutal honesty with yourself, because the reality of it is you cannot scale something that no longer feels aligned. You can't. It's an impossibility for you to scale something that no longer feels aligned. You can attempt, and you might be in that phase right now. You might be attempting to grow and scale something that, even though it doesn't feel aligned, but what you'll notice is that it's heavy, it's laborious, it's unfulfilling, it's like dreadful. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, don't do that. Allow for the evolving. Allow yourself to evolve, right? You can't force yourself to lead from a model that drains you. You can't. Write that down, you guys. You cannot force yourself to lead from a model that drains you. In fact, it is self-betrayal. And I don't know about you, but I am not in to betraying myself. Okay? Give yourself permission to evolve. Give yourself the permission to evolve. Oh my gosh. So let me just share with you inside the Quantum Leap Collective. You guys have been hearing me talk about it. You've been seeing me post about it. If you're on my email list, you've been getting emails about it. Inside the Quantum Leap Collective, we hold space for this exact transition. Okay. And here's the thing, whether you're refining your model, whether you're at the very beginning stages of your business, or perhaps, like I said, you're at the place that we've been talking about today where you have a thriving business. It's moving and grooving and blowing and going. It's doing all the things, but you have outgrown it. You have outgrown your current business model. So no matter where you are, if you're, refining your model, if you're shifting your offers, if you're stepping into, a new identity as the CEO of your business, as a holistic health leader, we guide that process. We guide you through that process in real time. Hello, in real time. So here's the thing. You don't have to navigate this in the dark. You don't have to navigate this solo. Please don't do that. That's torturous. Okay, so in the collective, we blend structure with feedback, with strategy and energy work to help you scale in a way that actually feels like you. Okay, so if you're in the hallway that I mentioned earlier, if you're in that hallway right now between what was and what's next, this is your invitation to find your footing and lean in and lean forward. Okay, so I will be sure to have the team put the link to the Quantum Leap Collective in the show notes. And if you're like, you know what, this sounds like I'm digging this, I'm loving this, I need more of this, I'm just not sure yet. Guess what? Join me in the masterclass. Join me at the masterclass this upcoming Sunday. It's called the Quantum Leap Method. And this will actually allow you to get an inside look or sneak peek into the Quantum Leap Collective. So how about that? All right. So join me at join me at the masterclass, the Quantum Leap Method Masterclass. I will have the team link that below in the show notes, you guys. This is your next level. This is your next level. So if you feel that pull, the pull that you're feeling is, oh my God, yes, this is it. This is what I've been missing. This is it. Right? So your next level doesn't have to feel hard. It doesn't have to be hard. It just has to feel honest. That's it. Honest and authentic to you. So that being said, you guys, I love you so much. I appreciate you. And I will see you next time on the Charyse Williams Show. Bye for now.